My name's Andy Campbell, and this is my wife, Michelle Campbell. And we have been at Florence Baptist since January of 2023. And we have been married for 33 years. We had moved from kind of our family house to a ranch about 10 years ago. And Michelle really wanted that to be the last place because she's moved a whole bunch, like 30 plus times in her life. And together we'd moved 12, yeah. And so we had a place that was ideal for our situation at the time. And, really last year, seasons really started to change for us in 2024. My back issues came back and I was off work a bunch. We lost our job, kind of got downsized into a different role with the same company. So really like our whole kind of view of giving resources wise really was turned upside down last year. And so it was about March of this year, and we started to learn about the Florence Baptist, the vision for the one. And we were kind of like, okay, Lord, you just kind of downsized us career-wise. How do we start to think about and pray about participating in this? Because our resources are really different now. And we were, listening to different people talking about the idea of being blessed, kind of an overabundance of resources in different senses, whether it's the house or different things in life that aren't bad things. They're just like, you come to a season where, you don't really need those things anymore. So we were kind of listening to that, and then the Lord just spoke to us each individually. And what he said to me was, it's time to downsize and think differently about giving. Like reduce the carrying costs of your life into the footprint you're actually living in, because you're not using this whole house anymore. We got to a break in kind of the gathering, and I went to Michelle and I was like, hey, Michelle, did the Lord just speak to you about the house? Because Michelle had really been pretty heart set, like, hey, I want this to be my last address before I go to be with Jesus, and she said,
I'm willing to give up my house for this.
Yeah.
For this vision. And we were both like, what?
Yeah, it was a huge paradigm shift.
Yes.
So the first thing you do when the Lord speaks to you, and this is not the first time the Lord has done this with us, we kind of huddle back up and we're like, okay, was that the Lord or was that indigestion? Like, let's make sure,
And so I was like, well, I'll look. And so I started out on Zillow and looked around, and I was like, well, look at this, Andy. And seriously, I said, let's start investigating what is available.
We found a place in 3 days, after just, like I said, we prayed about it, and the Lord just kept saying, downsize, protocol, initiated. And we're like, okay, Lord, we're gonna do this. And then we found this place once we got our agent friend involved, and it was like, okay, Lord, stop us if we're not hearing you right, because this is a big change, and
no stopping.
He just kept confirming.
God has walked me through this whole thing, and His faithfulness in seeing what He said to us, which was so big and so different. Just seeing how it worked out. It's just like, Lord, I didn't know you could bless so richly. And He still is. He's not done.
Yeah.
He's not done.